Okay, let's continue. The lesson 5, this one's the part 3. So marketing channels, retailing and wholesaling. Okay, so supply chain and the value delivery network. Okay, supply chain partners. All right, so upstream partners include raw material suppliers, okay, components, parts, information, finances, and expertise to create product or services. Okay. Downstream partners include the marketing channels or distribution channel that look towards the customer. So basically have the upstream partner and the downstream partners. Okay, this is the supply chain partners. Okay, let's go further. So intermediaries. Okay, intermediaries offer producer greater efficiency in making goods available to target markets. Okay, through their context, experience, specialization, and scale of operation, intermediary usually offer the firm more than it can achieve on its own. So I think real estate agent is a intermediary. So the developer, okay, is the one to sell their product, okay, manufacture the housing, okay, producing the housing, okay. So then the product, okay, then the real estate agent help the developer as a intermediaries, okay, and then to sell the product, okay, the house, okay, sell the property to the customer, okay. So it's quite straightforward. Then the nature and the importance of marketing channel, okay. So how channel members add value. So the how it add value is add value by giving information, okay, doing promotion, context matching, negotiation, physical distribution, financing, risk taking. So this one actually quite straightforward. So it's a real estate agent. I think we are doing this kind of jobs, okay, giving information, property information to the customer. Okay, then we do promotion, the roadshow. Okay, we do promotion in the online or online marketing, and we get the contacts, okay, we get the referrals, and we do the matching, okay, match the whether they are qualified to be a buyer, okay, then the negotiation, or if necessary we are in the middle to do the negotiation, and of course we will help to facilitate the process of the transaction, and then arrange a financing, okay, and then assess the whether the buyer qualify or not to take the loan. So all this is the job actually the real estate agent do lah. Okay, the risk taking, I think mainly the risk we involve is petrol cost, and the time we involve, okay, and um, anything, the knowledge that we need to have to convince the customer, okay. All right, then let's go further. The nature and importance of marketing channels, okay. So there's number of channels levels, so we can just have a quick look on this. I think it's quite straightforward. Let me enlarge it a bit. So this one is the numbers of channel levels. So producer direct to the consumer. So that means like manufacturer, they produce a product, they can just sell direct to the consumer. Okay, this is a channel 1. Okay, channel 1, that means they sell the product directly. And let's see the channel 2, the producer, okay, sell to the retailer and then to the consumer. And channel 3, producer sell to the wholesaler and then to the retailer and consumer. And the right side, the business marketing channel. So left side is actually the customer marketing. So this one right side is a producer to the business customer. Okay, then another one, channel 2, producer to the business distributor and then to the business customer. Okay, and then the producer to the manufacturer representative or sales branch, and then to the business distributor and then to the business customer. Okay, so this is the few channels, okay, for the consumer and also for the business. Okay, let's continue further. Okay, channel design decisions. Okay, so intensive distribution, like for example product like candy, toothpaste. Okay, they are doing the intensive distribution. That means they need to uh, intensively, aggressively do the distribution, because the goods can be finished faster, okay, in the marketplace. Exclusive distribution, luxury automobiles and prestige clothing, okay. So like sport car, branded car, good with a high-end product, okay, or luxury goods, okay, and product or clothes or branded the the dress, okay, and all this is exclusive. You need to go through the exclusive distribution, okay, because maybe their packaging, maybe their requirement of a distribution is is highly demanded compared to the intensive distribution. Okay, so it need to be exclusive, okay, distribution, or they need to be protected or packaging in the way that to be secure. Okay, and what else? Okay, let's see the selective distribution, television and home appliances. Okay, so it's selective distribution. Okay, so certain criteria is still needed to fulfill. Okay, when come to distribution, maybe they need to have a technical support, or maybe need to have other support when come to distribution. All right, so for example, this television and home appliance. Okay, let's go for the further marketing logistic. Okay, now we come to logistic. So physical issue involve planning, implementing and controlling the physical flows of goods, services, and related information from points of origin to points of consumption to meet consumers' requirement and profit. Okay, so basically it's just a summarize. It's a physical distribution. So we call it marketing logistic terms for marketing. Then major logistic function like warehousing, okay, in transportation, okay, and inventory management, logistic information management, okay. So when you have this logistic function, you need to transport to the warehouse, okay, and then what kind of transportation is needed, and then inventory management to calculating the stock, whether there's leftover, okay, and then to manage it, to transport in and transport out the stock, and logistic information, so make sure that when the good when the those maybe retail store or the place that's selling the goods is the level of stock getting lower, and then before it getting lower, then you need to refill the stock. Okay, all this logistic information need to be managed. All right, so this is some homework for this topic. What is the channel of distribution? What are the channel intermediaries? Okay, and the answer is here there. You can just go through it and then explain the intensive, exclusive, selective form of distribution. Okay, so what is the definition? Just the answer is below. All right, so you can go through. Okay, let us go to the retailing and wholesaling. Okay, retailing and wholesaling. Okay, retailing includes all activities in selling products or services directly to final consumers for their personal, non-business use. Retailers are business whose sales come primarily from the retailing. Okay, so retailing, okay, is a definition for retailing, and then so retailing have different product line. Product lines, first one is a specialty store. Okay, narrow product line with deep assortment. Okay, so specialty store, they sell certain product only. Okay, they have a narrow product, they not they have a very limited choice. Okay, specialty product. For example, a shop that they only sell Rolex watch, okay, so they have a specialty shop, okay, or maybe a store that they only sell the uh, Swatch, okay, Swatch, okay, so it's a specialty store, okay, or maybe sell Mercedes Benz only, okay, specialty stores. And the department stores are a wide variety of product lines, okay, so departmental store, so you know that a lot of variety of product lines are available, okay, so there are wide variety of product lines. We call it department stores. Convenience store, limited line of high turnover goods, okay, so convenience stores, limited line of the high turnover goods. So is actually is similar to department store, but they have a limited choice lah for those high turnover goods, okay, so maybe their high turnover goods is less choice, okay. Then the superstores, non-food goods, okay, superstore is non-food goods, okay, they sell those non-food goods, okay, like maybe like superstore like Watson, or maybe some of the pharmacies, okay, right. And the category killers, okay, category killers, that means they have a lot of variety, okay, a lot of variety compared to those stores above, okay, and then they have a lot of sales staff. They are large in the capacity. They call it category killers, okay. So for example, in US maybe it's Walmart, okay, maybe Malaysia they category killers like Tesco, okay, so Tesco is a category killers, okay, maybe Giant, okay. So what else? Then like online store, okay, online stores, Shopee, Lazada also considered as a category killers. And the sales service, okay, then the sales service, okay, let's go further. Sales service, limited service, classify retailers by service level, okay, and the full service, okay. So we can see that this is the different categories, okay, and classify retailers, right. So depend on their services, right. So the classify of the retailers. So sales service is very straightforward lah. Sales service is they do their own service. Okay, limited service is here. Okay, they only provide certain service. Quite straightforward. Full service, they give a comprehensive kind of services. Okay, for the certain product. Okay, so I think if let's say we real estate agent, what kind of service they are offer to customer? I think we are offering the limited service lah. Okay, limited service to the customer. Okay, so it cannot be sales service. Okay, because when you sell property, you need to explain to the customer, okay, and give them the information, right? Need somebody to explain to them. Okay, so if they read by themselves and then to make decision is very difficult, because procedure of the selling property, there are many process, right? Okay, including you need to introduce a product, you need to get the loan for them, assess whether they are qualified or not, and then what is the procedure you need to explain to them, and then to go to the lawyer to sign the S&P, okay, then all this process you need to explain, okay. But we cannot say full service, because full service, when come to sign SPA, we need to involve the lawyer, and then when come to financing, we need to involve the banker. Okay, so we cannot offer the full service to the property buyer. Okay, so I think we are belong to the limited service lah provider. Okay, and the retailing, okay, further with discount stores, okay, and discount stores, so the store that offer discount, okay, always give a discount, right? So we call it discount stores. Off-price retailer is they're selling the good quality goods, products, okay, at a at a offer price. Okay, so it's get off price retailer. Like for example, those branded outlets, branded outlets, you know, in the Genting Highland and a branded outlet in the JB, you know, okay, the Johor there, right? So all these branded outlet they give a offer price, but the good is a good quality of product. Okay, so but they give a special offer. Okay, is cheaper. Okay, so they call it off price retailers and factory outlets. Okay, factory outlets. Okay, factory outlets. I think we have some factory maybe they they open the outlet and then sells directly to the customer. Okay, so factory outlets. Okay, so some of the factories, I think they are at the same time they are manufacturer and they open an outlet in the shopping mall to sell their the product they manufacture. Okay, so we call it factory outlet. Okay, basically they can sell direct to the consumer. Okay, so I think factory outlets. I think IKEA lah. IKEA could be considered one of the factory outlet. I think they have their own manufacturing, they have their own production, and then they sell directly to the consumer. Okay, then the warehouse clubs. Okay, warehouse clubs. Okay, so some maybe they have a warehouse. They have their own membership. Okay, so they have their stock. Okay, they are stock up. Okay, they have a club or membership for the members. Okay, so we call it the warehouse clubs. Okay, so I think some of the if some of the direct sales company maybe they have their own warehouse at the same time they have a membership offer to the member and then they sell their product directly to the consumer. All right, then next one, retail strategy. Okay, retail segmentation and targeting. Okay, store differentiation and positioning. Okay, this is the retail strategy. I think segmentation and targeting, I think we already talked about that. So differentiation and positioning, we also talked about that already. So this is one of the retail strategy. And then you see the diagram to the right side, then retail marketing mix. Okay, retail marketing mix. So the retail marketing mix is a 4P lah. 4P, place, you just remember product, price, promotion, and place. Okay, the place for distribution. Okay, so both of these are retail strategy and marketing mix and contribute to the create value for the target. Okay, retail customer. Okay, so you create value for the targeted retail customer, so contribute to the value. So if you want to go detail to the retail marketing mix, this is the diagram. Okay, this is a diagram. Okay, this is the diagram. Okay, you can read through this. Okay, so basically it's a 4P. Okay, plus see all the P's yeah, okay, so okay, here product, price, place, promotion, process, physical evidence, people. Okay, so this is a retail marketing mix. Okay, quite straightforward. And let's go to the wholesaling. Okay, wholesaling includes all activities involved in selling goods and services to those buying for resale or business use. Okay, so wholesaling. Okay, so by name I think is very straightforward. Wholesale store. Okay, so some of the warehouse kind of stores. Okay, they are the retailer go there to the wholesale store and then they get their product. Okay, they buy the product from there and then they because it's cheaper. Why is it cheaper? Because they are selling and promoting. Okay, giving a promotion. And whoever go there, you need to buy in bulk. Okay, buy in the large amount. I think there's Clang, right? Clang, there's a warehouse kind of wholesale center. Okay, wholesale center. Okay, so a lot of retailer go there and buy in bulk. Okay, buy in bulk. So they buy in large amount so they can get cheaper price. Okay, so when they come to retail, they can sell higher price to the retail to the consumer. So warehousing kind, okay, so it's the natural of the wholesaling is they have a warehousing, okay, they have transportation, okay, they ready the transportation, they have a financing, okay, maybe they offer financing to the retailer is possible, and then they are risk bearing. Why is it? Because then the wholesaler need to purchase a very big amount of the stock, okay, to stock up, okay, because one retailer come, they will buy in large amount, and the market information, all right, they have a better market information, and then management services and advice, okay, management services and advice, maybe they'll provide the um, uh, further advice on that, or the management service, okay, as a wholesaler. Okay, so I think quite straightforward lah for wholesaling. Okay, so I think yeah, wholesaling I think maybe for property I think we do come across some of the real estate agency lah. I heard about that in KL, especially in KL lah. Some the real estate agent act like a horse sale. You see, they book they I think they reserve lah, the whole block, okay, whole block, and then they do the as a wholesaler like that, okay, then they in the middle they like a wholesaler, okay, so they get a maybe they either they reserve or they purchase, okay, the whole block, okay, some of the big agency lah, so I don't want to name it, but they reserve or buy up the whole block, and then after that they just sell, okay, just as a retail out, okay, sell to the consumers, okay, then could be a higher price lah, okay, could be the price is not the wholesale lah, for sure, because you also reduce the risk of the so-called the producer is the developer lah, because imagine the developer can sell the whole block of the condominium. Of course, the developer very happy because he don't need to worry much. If he sell one by one, he not sure how fast he can sell. But if somebody willing to take over the risk and then to reserve the whole block or buy up the whole block and then sell to the consumer, sell to the customer, then of course developer can continue to focus to further uh, to develop a new project, right? So I think this is actually what actually happened in the property industry in Malaysia. Okay, so okay, I think that's all. Then the next one is a partial question, and the guide of the guideline for the answer lah. Okay, I think that's all for this lesson 5. Thank you.